welcome back to Scott Harris West Wales Fishing, and it is here guys, the Pen 525 Mag 4. So it's my unboxing of it. So what do you get? So you get the 525 Mag 4 itself. As you can see, looks absolutely stunning. And also you get the Allen key and some spare bits and bobs to go with it. A user manual. Just gives you the rundown of what's there. And then you also get a parts sheet with it as well. So if anything does go wrong, you've got all the parts and part numbers all down there, and you can get hold of Pen or your local Pen supplier and get hold of the parts. First impressions of the 525 guys. Wow, look at that colour. Absolutely beautiful. There we are guys, that's the 525 Mag 4 beside the 525 Mag 2. As you can see straight off the bat, they look very similar. One big difference and one big change straight away as you see off is the mag. It's protruding on the 525 Mag 4, where on the 525 Mag 2 it is tucked in. I've not used the 525 Mag 4 yet. As you can see, it's brand new and opened from the box, so we will see if that makes any difference to your level winding, if that gets in the way or not. But time will tell when we get out there and we test it out. So that's 525 Mag 4 and the 525 Mag 2. So we'll get into a bit more detail and we'll let you know the difference. Free spool. Runs sweet as a nut. Obviously this has still got the factory grease in there. I'm going to use it for a couple of times and see how it goes, and then I'll do a strip down and clean all the bearings out, re-grease them, and then we'll give it another test and see how it goes from there. And for any of you who are looking at getting the 525 Mag 4, the cheapest place I found was Jim's Online. This was £128 delivered. So that's a big price drop considering the cheapest elsewhere is about £149.99, or the top end is £159.99. As you can see guys, this is the 525 Mag 4 box, and there's not a lot of difference really between the 525 Mag 4 and the 525 Mag 2 when it comes to the internal parts. You've got a 6+1 shield stainless steel ball bearings on the 525 Mag 4, and on the 525 it's just 6 shield stainless steel ball bearings. The 525 Mag 4 weighs 439 grams, where the big brother 525 Mag 2 is 414 grams. So a little bit of difference in the weight between the 525 Mag 2 and the 525 Mag 4. And as you can see guys, on the mono you get £15 280 yards. You get £17 245 yards, £20 185 yards on the 525 Mag 4, And on the Mag 2, £15 is the same at 280 yards. The £17 is 240 yards, so you're getting 5 yards more on the Mag 4. But if you go to £20, you get 190 yards on the 525 Mag 2, so you get 5 yards more on the Mag 2 than the Mag 4. So, looks of it so far, there's some pros and cons, but it's the field test that will point out which one is the better of the two. So far, from what I've heard, everyone who has the 525 Mag 4 is very well impressed with it. Right guys, we're going to be spooling the 525 Mag 4. As I'm going to be using it as a rough ground reel, I've gone with the Daiwa Sensor Surf £25, and then that will be attached to an £80 shock leader as well. So we'll get on to the next step and we'll show you how I spool up my multiplier. So I'm just going to give you my way of how I spool up my multiplier. Normally it's best if you've got someone to hold or a tensioning reel to put the tension on, but you can do it just as simple as this. Something just to hold that in place. I can put a bit of tension on the spool and get an even lay then onto my reel. So I'll show you how I do that now. So as you can see guys, a basic blood knot just tied on, and then the key to putting a multiplier line on, I find, is not to rush it. Just take your time and place on your line an even. If you can get an even lay on the line, that's going to stop you from your bird's nests. That's the biggest problem with people when they first start off with multipliers, is the line lay. Just take your time and work out on your line lay. Get it as even and as smooth as you can. So just concentrate on making sure your line lay goes on smooth. And as even as possible. Guys, that's not perfect, but it's pretty smooth, so that should come out quite smoothly, and when you're casting you won't get the jumping and the lines and the chance to cross. So try to keep it as smooth and as neat and as parallel as you possibly can. And when you put a shock leader on, which I'll do next, always try to get your shock leader knot either to the left or the right. You don't want any slipping and catching of the thumb. My go-to knot, guys, is called the Alberta knot for my shock leader. So take your shock leader, make a loop, feed your main line through that loop, giving yourself a fair tag end. So you'll have your two shock leader pieces will come together, then you'll have your main line. Take that 6 times around. Six. Now pinch the top and come 6 times back down. So there's 6. So your line will look like that. Come back through the loop that you made at the beginning. And your line will be there. Bit of lubrication. And then pull these lines together. Don't go too fast. And you have a lovely little knot. Put your shock leader to your main line. It's not too bulky. Guys, perfect knot. Just take a scissors out, take off your tag end. Be careful when you do this, guys. Make sure your main line is out of the way and you've got your tag end as close as you can to your knot. So just demonstration purpose, guys, I would normally go with some snips and get right into that knot, but that is the way I attach my shock leader knot to my reel. The rule of thumb that I was always taught is the length of your rod plus half, so 1.5 times. So if you've got a 14-foot rod, you're going 21 foot of shock leader is what I've always been taught, so that's what I do. But that is a fantastic knot, strong, and it's quick and easy to tie. As you know, guys, I'm a big fan of the Trident tackle, so once I've tied my shock leader on, I always connect a termalink to the end of my shock leader. So that's simple enough to do. Straight through the hole, your line into the grooves, tie a basic blood knot 6 times round, back down, and then you've still got a loop there. Through that loop, bit of saliva, and pull. And then just grab something to go through. If you've got a pulley bar or something, in my case just got a bit of a skewer, and lock that in. And there it is. Take your tag end off, and then you're ready to clip that onto your trace, or if you just want to practice with a weight for casting, you can just clip it straight on and you're done. So that's how I do it, guys. So thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the water soon. Take care, be safe all.